Let me just first of all address the issue of the U.S., what happened in the U.S. Congress. Right. I hope that Godswill Akpabio, Barrow, his deputy, Abbas, the Speaker of the House, and Benjamin Kalu, they watched and listened to how legislators behave and react to emergency situations. And it's not to sit down and be shouting those in favor, say aye, those against, say nay, and boom, nothing happens. With regards to terrorists having infiltrated the government, the administration, we know that the Vice President, Kashim Shettima, while he was governor of Borno State, a wanted terrorist was seen and arrested in the official government residence in Abuja. That is reality. It's not hearsay. We also know.
Now, Barrister Ezeluche, a certain governor, Abdrazak, was of the opinion that media personnel should stop projecting or covering the issue of insecurity in his state. You know, he made that statement through an emir who also mandated the media to stop covering the issue of insecurity, saying that is painting his government bad at this point. And with all the back and forth we're seeing, people are denying killings in Nigeria. Some are beginning to water it down, calling it more like a clash, not killings, even when we saw a one-time level of people being killed and all. No, help us actually work around this. With the new challenge given to Nigerian government to end issue of terrorism, banditry, insurgent, and all that, are we going to see that happen anytime soon?
Thank you very much. Let me just first of all address the issue of the U.S., what happened in the U.S. Congress. Right. I hope that Godswill Akpabio, Barrow, his deputy, Abbas, the Speaker of the House, and Benjamin Kalu, they watched and listened to how legislators behave and react to emergency situations. And it's not to sit down and be shouting those in favor, say aye, those against, say nay, and boom, nothing happens. Because you see, it's unfortunate for Nigeria, even foreigners have more empathy for our situation than the people who are supposed to rule over us. It played out yesterday. Look at a US member of the House shedding tears for the killings in Nigeria, and a rascal who is a governor, I mean, using these words, because if you don't call a spade, my dear, will keep on perambulating. When you say rascal, you call him a rascal. A governor comes out, killings are going on around your state. You now want to pursue those who are reporting the killings.
Do you think it's appropriate to call a governor a rascal?
I'm coming. I'm coming. It's not your words. It's my words.
Simmer down on the
because
words.
You have not lost a relative.
Oh well.
Because you have not been a victim.
I think you should simmer down on the
I
words.
would have been a victim on the day Goodluck was killed. I got guns pointed at my head by these rascal elements. So
yes,
when you see,
but we're talking about a governor.
Yes.
So let's
when,
simmer down.
Good. But when a man says don't report facts going on, who are you to tell journalists what to report on? Who are you to tell journalists not to tell the truth of what goes on in your state? And who do you use to pass that message? Use an emir. Emir means the head of the Muslims in that area. Do not report my killings done by my own people. And you think we should applaud such characters? You think we should call those people His Excellency? Excellency in what, for goodness sake? Now, these kind of pronouncements by those who are ruling over us are what is trying to confuse the world that, okay, there is no genocide, there is genocide, when in reality, killings are going on. And you are saying we shouldn't report it. What should we be doing? We should be applauding you for going to cut tape of 1 kilometer road when you have surely contract jobs. That's what you expect Nigerians to applaud? Or you expect the journalists to write about? When as a governor you have totally lost the basics of what your essence as a governor, to protect the lives and properties of your citizens. You've not done that, and you want journalists not to report that. Come on.
Let's stay with what transpired at the U.S. Congress. And we saw, it was 3-hour-long deliberation. Yes. And you pointed to, you did a bit of a comparison with ours here. The gavel, the gavel, and the rest of it. But in that statement, in all that transpired, somewhere of the opinion that, because I know one of the delegates was asked if jihadists had infiltrated the government, and his opinion was that no, that had not happened. Okay. But then another thing that was mentioned there is that the government of Nigeria has been given an opinion, an opportunity to ask for help, but it hasn't asked for help. It hasn't sought help from the international community. It hasn't said, look, come help us. Is that to say that this government is on top of issues and can handle it and doesn't feel overwhelmed as Nigerians are crying? Or what exactly do you make of that?
Yeah, well, I mean, the reality is this. What this government is on top of is how to extract more blood from Nigerians, more money, more taxation. They will launch new tax this, tax that. They'll put fuel a price on fuel, tax on this and that. That is what this government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu is. And with regards to terrorists having infiltrated the government, the administration, we know that the vice president, Kashim Shettima, while he was governor of Borno State, a wanted terrorist was seen and arrested in the official government residence in Abuja. That is reality. It's not hearsay. We also know that during the Chibok abductions, I mean, during the heyday of when Jonathan was in office, when there was a continued refrain from these people in government and the APC leaders that any attack on the terrorists was an attack on Nigeria, on the north, and whatsoever. So now those characters have now infused and become the government of Nigeria. When you join the dots, you begin to have an eerie feeling. That is it that truly has this government been infiltrated? And you watch their reactions, you watch the countenance, how they react to these killings. The same way that Mr. Muhammadu Buhari, the late president, he was reacting. Do you want your land or your lives? Go and make peace with your killers. There is no genocide. I mean, it's a continuum. So that is scary. I mean, the reality is this. Has there been infiltration? Yes. But to what extent is now the issue. Even the killing of the Brigadier General Uba clearly was something like that had an insider connotation about it. The general was able to leave where he was, where the bombardment took place, and then he was trying to radio for backup, and no backup came out. You now wonder, in which sane country do you send a general to the war front and there's no adequate backup to even lift him out at any time? But this general was still able, the gallant general was able to still reach out, and still he was killed. The people are beginning to wonder, was there a communication with the terrorists to look at where this man is, go and pick him up? So there has been established signs of infiltration. The issue is to what extent? And has this government showed any capacity or willingness to attract external support? No, because the Americans are saying, yes, what we even give to you, you leave it and the terrorists take it. Because if you look at the ammunition displayed by these terrorists, they don't buy it in the shop in supermarkets. It is usually government issued.